Hey YouTube, I'm on my way to visit Vinni Smith of VPix. Now if you haven't tried these picks out, they're really cool. So I'm gonna go meet Vinny and we're gonna have some fun talking about picks, how he makes them, all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be great. Okay, I'll see you with Vinny. Okay, here we are with Vinni Smith of VPix. And Vinny's been very kind to have shown me around the company here and the premises. And just say hi, Vinny.
Hi, Vinni Smith here from VPix. Welcome to Nashville. We had a good time today. We drove around. We saw Chet Atkins' grave. Yeah. We showed him the horses. Am I supposed to be saying stuff like this?
Yeah, sure.
And most of all, though, we played guitars and we played VPix, and we probably played about 20 different models, and I explained to Nick how every pick will make you play different, and every pick will bring out something different you're playing. And every pick will send you in a different direction, and a lot of the picks will actually correct some of the problems that you have while playing. I am a big believer in that, because I had a lot of problems, let's say, I still do, but I had a lot of playing problems 3-4 years ago that these picks have got.
So, like, the way you came up with the idea for that, was that an accident or
The unbuffed?
Yeah. You just were too lazy to buff one, and then you thought you'd keep it?
It was a thing of necessity. I'll tell you exactly how I came up with it. Back in the 80s, when I started making these things, I didn't really know anything about the production of this material. I didn't know anything about the material. All I knew it was called plexiglass.
Right.
Well, it's not really called plexiglass. It's called acrylic.
Uh-huh.
But a company called Plexiglass made it.
Oh.
They made aquariums and stuff. So I got a hold of some of it. I got a hold of some raw material one time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this kid named Jocko that used to clean the shop where I worked.
Right.
And Jocko I used to make these things. I'd take them to work. I'd cut them out with a Dremel tool like this. I drew them out, and I'd cut them out with a Dremel tool. Mm-hmm. And I'd grind them down on the grinder at work, and it was a pretty rough grinder. And Jocko would take them to high school, because Jocko was in high school, mm-hmm. and he would buff them on a buffer wheel, just like I'll show you in
right.
ball. And I'd make maybe a half a dozen, and he would buff them on that buffer wheel for me. Mm-hmm. Well, this is what they looked like before he would take them to school. They would be unbuffed like this.
Right.
And sometimes I would get tired of waiting for Jocko to take these things, and I had a gig that night or something, mm-hmm. and I wouldn't see like until the following Monday, so I'd just play them like this.
Ah, okay.
And I found that when I played them real rough, I sounded more like Brian May.
Uh-huh. Because he uses, what, a sixpence?
Yeah, he uses a sixpence. Sixpence is it's about the size of a penny, but it's thin and it's got edges on it like a dime.
Right.
And then we had some picks back in the 70s and early 80s that were called stone picks. And basically this is what they were right here. This is a stone pick. And these.
Oh, wow. Is it actual stone?
Mm-hmm, yeah. If you drop it, it'll go into 1 billion pieces.
Wow.
Not on the wood, but.
Right.
And these were really expensive. Even back in the 70s, these things were like $25 a pop.
Wow.
And my buddy Jesse Hampton used to play these stone picks, and I never liked them. You can't hold on to the thing. I mean, it's slippery. It's
right.
like trying to hold on to an eel or something. And so they were kind of designed after that because of this thickness. Uh-huh. You know, I like that thickness. There was a guy that used to have an article in Guitar Player magazine, and he used to say, "I guarantee I can play faster than you with this pick." That was his gimmick, you know.
Right.
And the reason was because it was thicker and it had more of a bevel on it than trying to play with something like this, you know.
Didn't they used to have something called a stylus V-pick? Or not V-pick.
There's a stylus, yeah. They're still out. Yeah. They're like a regular pick, but out here on the end they got this thing that's kind of shaped like a little diamond.
Right.
I think it's even metal, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And it forces you to only put the very tip of your pick in the string. Because if you put too much in it, it'll get caught up there. So it kind of teaches you a lesson. Mm-hmm. Makes you sorry you did what you did. Probably break a few strings when you're at it. I don't know. I've seen them, but I've never used them.
Well, what inspired you to make like the really thick picks. I know you got, what was the thickest pick that you do? It's got a special name. I forgot the name
Insanity?
of it. The Insanity.
The Insanity and the Colossal.
Right. What was the idea behind that?
Those are pretty fun things here. Honestly, when I would go to the warehouses and I would get the material, well, I guess I knew that they made thick material because, you see that stuff when you go into the bank. They can't, the tellers behind it, they can't shoot through it.
Right.
And so I knew that they made it like an inch thick.
Right.
But I guess it never occurred to me. And as time went on, as I kept going into the warehouse, getting my stuff, I'd see these things, and I started a little thicker. And it didn't go there immediately. It started going like here. I started doing this thickness. This is 5.85.
Wow, that's still pretty thick.
Still pretty thick, yeah. That's a Psycho there. So
that's manageable, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very manageable. And so that's called the Psycho, and
they're light as well.
Sugar. Yeah, they're light. And I mean, at the time I named it the Psycho, I thought it was pretty psychotic to play something like that, Then I found some thicker material that's like 8.75 so I called it the Colossal. I know it was just Colossal, so I called it the Colossal. And then I found this half-inch stuff, and it's just insane.
Wow.
So I call that Insanity. I think it's a beautiful pick.
Oh, it is.
On to that. It's just world as Mr. Guitar.
Here we are, Chet Atkins' grave. Chester Burton Atkins. Known as Chet.
Give him a nice, pretty white V-pick.
Known to the world as Mr. Guitar. Incredible. And who's this? His wife?
His wife.
Leona Johnson Atkins. He died in 2001, huh?
Yep. Doesn't seem like that long.
How old was he? Do you know?
Well, let's see. 34,
Oh,
44,
24.
54, 64, 84, 94. So he was 77.
Wow, he sure made a mark on the guitar world.
He did. And then Donna Summer's buried right over there.
Very cool.
Yeah, I like to show that to people when they come over. I always like to come over
And Atkins.
and show my respects.
Very cool. Donna Summer. Wow, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's where I put my. And here's
What grade is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
60.
Huh.
Here's what I do with my picks. I pull it like this. I don't sell them this way because this is a pretty extreme thing to do. When I'm at a gig, if they get too smooth, I'll drag them over the cement too. And if you'll notice, I'm only dragging it.
Right.
That way I'm not, if you go to push it, you don't have any control and you're going to really mess up the shape of your pick.
Right.
So what I do is, you got to watch your knuckles too.
So when you buff the picks, the unbuffed ones, presumably you just buff the center part and leave the external?
No. That's the way they look when we take them out of the laser.
Huh. I see.
Yeah, and then when you get, see, these are hand ground on a grinder.
I'm
gonna show you here. I'm gonna take you out there and show you how we do it. But first, I'm gonna have you play this thing. This is what I play. Now go play that.
Cool. Wow, it's really torn up.
Oh yeah. But as you play it, it smooths it out again.
Yeah.
Do you want me to film you?
Yeah, sure.
Is it filming if I go this way?
Yeah. Wow, so that's really torn up there. That's so strange.
Sometimes I take more time and I do it even more than that.
Yeah, I can hear the scrape.
And this is Mrs. V. This is my wife, Mrs. V. Hi, Mrs. V.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Nick. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
Nick lives in Franklin.
Franklin. Okay, cool.
And here's Pig. That's Pig, and that's Aria.
Gosh. Irish Wolfhounds?
Great Danes.
Great Danes. Oh my God.
Actually, his name's
They're
Picasso. I
beautiful.
call him Pig.
I love dogs.
Huh, Pig?
Love dogs.
That's 2 of the 4.
I've never seen any this big before.
You haven't?
I don't think I've been this close to them.
We have 4 of them.
Wow,
Well,
4?
Great Danes are the tallest dog in the world.
Right. Right.
So we have a puppy that's only 3 months, but she's the size of a full-grown Labrador Retriever, practically.
Wow.
So,
They're beautiful.
So let
They're
me-
so nice as well. Such nice
Oh, yeah.
temperament.
oh yeah, they are. They're known
Really
for
sweet.
that. Well, let me get them out of your face. They're gonna sit there and they'll lick you.
Are you going to get out in the golf cart?
Okay.
Huh? I don't know where it is. Oh.
It's right there.
Yeah, come on, dogs.
Watch this. You got to see this, Nick.
Come.
Okay. Oh.
I'll film it so you can watch it. This is funnier than heck.
Come on, Vicky, get on.
I get a golf cart.
Yeah. Watch this. This crack yet. Is that funny or
Like a
what?
human.
Isn't that hilarious? I love that dog.
Wow.
The best dog in the
That's
world.
great. Yeah.
Pig.
See? See? Yeah. That's
They're so sweet as well. They're
Can you whisper?
they're not aggressive at all.
Whisper? Huh? Whisper?
They're just happy to be around people.
Show him Dolly's tricks.
Yeah, if you're interested, I'll show you some of her tricks.
Sure.
And can you say yes? Yes? Yep. No. Say yes. And no. There.
Oh.
Good girl. Come here. Come here. Dally. What do you see? Come here. Good girl. Now, whoa. Whoa. She backs up with her tail.
Wow.
And you can pick up her feet like this. See? Pick up her feet. And she looks left. Now look right. Look right. Look left. Look left. Good. Look right. Look left. Look left. Good. Oh, good girl.
My
That's
gosh.
good.
And how long is that taking you to get it to that point?
Oh, a little while. All right, head down and bow. Bow. Good girl. She'll gladly do anything for food.
Like me.
She's a food hog, that's for sure. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. And you want to stretch out? Stretch. Out. See how she stretches out with her front feet?
Uh-huh.
What it does is it brings her back down, so when you get on, it makes her lower to the ground.
Wow.
But then she likes to bow.
Ah.
Good girl. Hi. Yeah. You want to come say hi?
Very obedient.
Yeah. Okay, head down again. Go ahead. Bow. Oh, good girl.
So do you ride the horses? Cool.
Yeah? You want to say hi?
Hi.
She's the sweetest thing ever.
Hello.
I don't like a guitar that uses battery.
Wow.
Or, you know, Santana.
Wow. This is 2 octaves, right? Ow.
Oh, it goes for it, doesn't
Oh, that's so beautiful.
volume.
Yeah.
It's a lot more effective when the battery's not low. That battery is obviously low, but I don't see another 9 volt around here. So
Yeah.
now try it without the october on. Let's see. I think it's now it's just going to be just a sustainer.
That's incredible the way that's that. Just got a harmonic.
Really, when the battery's strong, it does it even more. And then when you want it off, it's a regular guitar. Very less polish, isn't it?
Yeah. The only thing that put me on.
Something we know here.
Beautiful.
It's got all that tone, man. Isn't that something?
Wow. What was that, like a $300?
$300 Mexican Strat.
Right.
I got it on eBay for $300 case and everything. Nice case.
Yeah. And you literally just bought a left-handed one and then restrung it the opposite way
I had
around.
to flip the nut around.
Right. And that's all you did.
That's all I did. Oh, no, I didn't. And I changed this from here to here.
Right. Cool.
And see how it hangs the guitar, because this nut, if this was up on top, it would be over here, so this guitar would be hanging here.
Right.
So now it's pushed it up here like an SG or a 335. I dig that.
Yeah.
There it is.
I can't look. If I look, I get confused.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's in your head. Franklin makes those.
Oh, really?
That looks so badass. I just think it looks really good.
These are the original pickups?
Yeah.
Pickup sound quite as punchy as this.
They're fat, aren't they? They're all stock.
I think that's my favorite.
Put it in the tailpiece. A Strat never sounds like that in the tailpiece. It's because it's angled the wrong way. That's why. That's the correct way.
Very nice.
So you're getting used to it.
I am.
You play that thing for a day and you'd be used to it.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking of doing one myself now.
They're fun. Just get on there and find a Mexican strut. Don't stretch. The next movement is this. With a third there.
Right.
So I guess you could play it. That's probably the way I should play. Cause when I try to play it like this, I can't get over there.
Yeah. I've just been. This one I've been working on is this.
That's an Alan Holdsworth chord, bro. So you got your major seventh right there.
Yeah, and then
you got your tonic right there.
Right.
There's no way I could do that.
Here's the second inversion.
You're a monster.
And then here's the last one, which I find the hardest. Got a seventh here. This sounds horrible with distortion, but with a clean tone, with
the right
some chorus.
Well, that's not the right amp to play clean.
So fat.
Isn't that a great tone for overdriven though?
Yeah. Wow, this is great. So fat and rich.
It's scary, isn't it?
Taking me a little time to get used to the pick here.
What do you think of that amp?
It's great.
For what it is?
Like a 12-inch?
Yeah, it's just a Roland Cube 80 is all it is, 80 watts. I mean, that thing kicks butt, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're only like, what, $200?
Brand new 350, used 200, yeah.